National Cancer Society Malaysia. You've reached the Cancer Information Service. How can I help you? Hello, this is the National Cancer Society Malaysia. You've reached the Cancer Information Service. How can I help you? Hello, this is the National Cancer Society Malaysia. You've reached the Cancer Information Service. How can I help you? Hello, this is the National Cancer Society Malaysia. You've reached the Cancer Information Service. How can I help you? Hello, this is the National Cancer Society Malaysia. You've reached the Cancer Information Service. How can I help you?
Hi everyone. Okay, I'm Michelle. I'm a dietitian from National Cancer Society Malaysia. So thank you everyone for your time to join this session. So today, Wednesday at 9 p.m. So it's our monthly busting cancer nutrition myth. So do you guys still remember the topic that we discussed last month? Okay, it was Istimewa Hari Raya Aidilfitri. So basically, we talk about how to choose the food ingredient wisely and how we can modify the food recipe into a healthier version. It's not that only during the Hari Raya that we can use it, but we can also apply the skill while we prepare our daily meals. So if you have not watched it, please remember to go and view it. And as usual, if you have any questions you want to ask, you can drop it inside the comment box and I will address you after that. Okay, so let's start with our today's topic, which is the seafood. Okay. So, seafood actually it refers to any form of the sea life that is regarded as the food, by the humans. So this includes fish and then the mollusks, like the clams and oyster and the crustaceans, like for example, like the crab, prawns, lobster, and shrimp. Okay, it's not like just only the shellfish. It included like fish, the fish, shellfish, and also like the crustaceans. Okay. So, what is inside the seafood? So actually, seafood is concentrated source of many essential nutrients. For example, is a valuable source of the high quality protein, and which is essential for building and repairing tissues in the body, including our muscle as well. Not only that, okay, seafood is also low in saturated fat. So usually we call this saturated fat as the bad fat. And also seafood actually is higher in heart healthful, like the polyunsaturated fat, including the omega-3 fatty acid. So the most important omega-3 fatty acid in the seafood are the EPA and DHA. Yeah, so I think all of you heard about it before, right? Okay, so EPA and DHA are involved in many aspects of our health, including our brain function and also our nerve cell function, our heart health, and the regulation of the inflammation. So other than this, right, okay, the seafood also contain various vitamins and minerals as well, okay, such as like the vitamin B2, okay, the riboflavin, and then B6, B12, and B12 is important for our nerve function and also like the red blood cell production. And then of course, minerals like the iodine, okay, for our thyroid function. And then zinc is important for our immune function, and also iron, which is essential for oxygen transport in the blood. Okay. Yeah, so actually for this slide, right, okay, so these are the compilation, okay, of the questions that I always receive most of the time from my patient. Okay, so I compile it into 5 questions. So first is the cancer patient cannot eat seafood. And then mercury in the seafood can cause cancer. Seafood will make you itchy, so that's why it's better don't take any seafood. And then seafood will make your wound getting worse, and it will cause the pus. And then seafood got a lot of cholesterol, so it will makes us have a high blood cholesterol after that. Okay, so anyone want to share their opinion on this? For example, like, okay, the first one, cancer patient cannot eat seafood. Anyone want to try to answer this? You may type your answer inside the chat box, just a yes or no. Okay. Yeah, you can leave your comment inside the chat box. Okay. Yeah. Or maybe now we can like look. Oh, we have this from Skyland Creative. Okay, no. Okay, so we shall see the answer, okay, in the next slide. Okay, so now we will discover, okay, what is the answer for that. Okay. So, okay, first question, okay, can cancer patient eat seafood? So actually you are correct, Sky. Okay, the answer is yes. Can cancer patient eat seafood? Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry about that. So actually, cancer patient, okay, they can eat seafood, okay, unless they have a specific dietary restriction or allergic that prevent them from doing so. Okay, like I mentioned in the previous page, right? Okay, seafood actually is a good source of the protein, and it contains omega-3. Okay, and then protein essential for maintaining muscle mass and strength, and it can help to supporting our immune function and aiding like in repair and healing process, while the omega-3 can help to reduce the inflammation that associated with the cancer and its treatment. So actually the cancer patient, they can eat the seafood. The answer is yes. Okay. Yeah, so now, okay, let's proceed with the next question. Okay, I think this is a very popular question that I always got from my patient. They always ask, okay, does the mercury in the seafood will cause the cancer? So I would say that actually there is a study, okay, they show a possible association between the mercury exposure and an increased risk of the skin cancer. It showed that those consume at least 3 servings of the deep sea fish a week were at 22% higher risk of developing the skin cancer. However, more follow-up studies are actually needed to confirm this association research. So, in view of the EPA and DHA, it is still recommended to eat a moderate amount of the deep sea fish, such as like 2 servings per week. So one serving is like your 1 palm size lah. You can use this as a guide. So meaning that in a week, if you want to eat a deep sea fish like the salmon, you can have like 2 times, which is like 2 palm size in a week. Okay, next. Okay, so some people, they may facing like itching after they eating the seafood, and why does it happen? And actually, this could be a sign of an allergic reaction. And how does it happen? So usually it happen when your immune system mistakenly identifies certain protein in the seafood as a threat, or we call it as harmful identifies. So after that, your body it will produce antibodies to fight off the threat. So during this process, it will trigger the release of the histamine and other chemicals in your body. So that's why it leading to the allergic symptoms such as like the itching, swallowing. Some people is like the case is very serious. They have this difficulty breathing and the anaphylaxis. So remember, it is best to avoid eating seafood if you are allergic to it. Okay, I think this is this this restraint a lot of the seafood lovers not to take like the seafoods even though when they have the wound, because they said that the seafood itself, it will make my wound have passed after that, and then after that is my wound will not get healed because of the past. So actually, is it because the past it occurred? Is it because of the seafood itself? So the answer is no. If you have a wound that develop the past after you eating seafood, right? Actually, it is unlikely that the seafood consumption will directly cause the past. In fact, the seafood is a protein source and it can help with the wound healing. And then it is more probable that the timing is coincidental, or that there is another factor at play that caused the past to have happened, to occur, to develop. And actually the past itself is typically a sign of the infection. So it occurs when the bacteria or the viruses enter the wound. So your body's immune system respond by sending the white blood cell to fight off the infection. So after the fight so the white blood cell or other dead cell form the pus. So thus the pus formation is not caused by the seafood. It is actually because of the infection. And the pus is formed by the white blood cell or the dead cell. And next. So will eating seafood increase blood cholesterol level? So actually, a lot of people are saying that seafood, particularly shellfish like the shrimp, lobster, and crab, it will increase the blood cholesterol level. But actually, I would say it depends. Why? Because like seafood, actually is unlikely to increase the blood cholesterol level in most people, unless that you have medical conditions such as like the familial hypercholesterolemia. So meaning that it's genetically predisposed to the high blood cholesterol levels. So actually the seafood here, is like the shellfish. Yeah. So this is because the shellfish actually it do contain the dietary cholesterol. So dietary cholesterol actually comes from the animal-based food, but at the same time they are generally low in the saturated fat. Saturated fat means the bad fat. Okay, and actually the bad fat, okay, which is the saturated fat, is the one, okay, that can increase your blood cholesterol level. And of course, we are not saying that okay, you can eat a lot even though that it will not raise your blood cholesterol level directly, but consuming it in a large amount, okay, might still have a modest effect on rising your blood cholesterol levels, but not in a small amount. Yeah. So this slide show the common serving size of the seafood. Okay, so for example, like ikan kembung is like one medium piece. Okay, usually when you go to pasar or supermarket, that size, okay, is considered one serving. And then for example, for the prawns is like 6 medium size is considered one serving, and then salmon is like okay, one palm size, and roughly like around 85 gram is considered one serving. And then for the sotong it's like one medium, crab is like half piece, and then for the cockles is like half cup. Yeah. So I understand that okay, it is very difficult to memorize the common serving size for each food item. So here, this is the tips on how you can use it to measure the food. So actually, we can use our palm size. Okay, palm size is this one, the one that I circle here. We can use our palm size as a guide. Okay, so one palm size is considered one serving. So yeah, so you can actually refer to the photo shown here. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the photo here, but basically, so one palm size is like the fish, for example, the second one, the salmon. Okay, one is around is the same size as your palm size here. It's all considered one serving. And also like the prawn, six medium size of the prawns. Okay, it's like one palm size here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now if you have any question about today's topic, okay, do leave us a comment. Okay, so in the meantime, let's see if we have any question for today. Okay, so we do have one question from Sky. So that the question is eating canned seafood, example like the abalone, crab, meat, okay, or is not advisable? Okay, so thank you for the question. Regarding this, right, actually I would say we need to refer to the to the packaging itself, and also like for example, like we need to look at the nutrition fact, and also like the ingredient inside, because usually for canned food itself they do add a lot of like the sugar or the salt inside to preserve the food so that the food can last longer. But for example, for some canned food, for example like the tuna, they do have different varieties. For example, like those tuna is just inside is only the tuna with the mineral water, then I would say actually it's fine to take it, because like in our daily life sometimes it's very difficult to get the protein from outside, so actually sometimes we still can take the canned food as well. Yeah, but we need to look at the nutrition fact, and also like what is the ingredient inside. Okay, so hope I answer your question. Okay. Okay, so we have this question from Miss Eng, I suppose. Okay, so how long do we can consume red yeast rice to reduce cholesterol? Any side effect if we use red yeast rice to reduce cholesterol? Um, thank you for the question. So to answer this, actually for red yeast rice kan, okay, so actually they have memang they got study saying that it can help to reduce the cholesterol level, but actually I'm so sorry that I couldn't like give you an exact answer like okay how long you can consume it because usually we need to refer back to the supplements punya packaging and also at the same time we need to keep monitor our blood cholesterol like regularly as well. Yeah. So I'm so sorry I couldn't like give you the exact answer, but basically, while we are taking the supplement, we also need to go to our regular blood check to see whether it's really improve on our blood cholesterol or not. Okay, hope I answered your question. Uh, okay, so this is another question from Hazi. Okay, the question is, she read somewhere that eating fish is linked with a higher risk of contracting breast cancer. Is this true? Okay, so thank you for the question. So, high risk of contracting. So, actually, I would say that actually the research now actually is there is more research, okay, needed to find out at the association between like the seafood and the risk of the cancer, because now what I know is like the study that I read is like they found that okay there is a risk okay uh for the seafood and also the skin cancer, but for the breast cancer okay actually more study is needed to find out the association between, but I would say that as long as okay you eat the fish like in a day like one serving actually is fine for you to go ahead, because like actually the fish itself is a protein source and actually we need protein for our daily life, yeah, to have a complete and balanced meal. Okay, hope I answer your question. Okay, seems like there's no more question. So let's oh okay, there's one more question from Sherry. She's asking, is growth hormone injected to poultry that cause breast cancer? Do you mean by like the hormone chicken? Is that what you mean by? So if you are saying that the hormone chicken, right? Because you are mentioning about the growth hormone injector. So actually, in Malaysia, right, it is inhibit to inject the hormone inside the chicken, and also like if we imagine now, okay, in the chicken farm, okay, there are thousand or 10,000 of the chicken inside the farm. In order for the chicken to grow like within a short period, and so that the farmer can send the chicken to sell it with a good price, they have to go through under the injection, not like put the drug inside their food. It's not like that. So there are thousand or 10,000 of the chicken inside the farm, and then they have to inject the chicken one by one within like 1 or 2 days. Actually, is not impossible, and also like in Malaysia is illegal to do in this way. So actually, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, whether the chicken, the hormone chicken, will cause the breast cancer or not. Actually, there is no such thing lah. So hope I answer your question. Yeah, so seems like no more questions. So let's out what we have learned today. So the first is the cancer patient actually are allowed to eat seafood. Okay. Second is that most studies are needed to prove that the mercury in the seafood can actually cause the cancer. And the third one is, okay, you may be allergic to the seafood if you experience itching after eating it. And then the fourth is, okay, seafood will not make your wound getting worse. Okay, in fact, it can help with the wound healing. And then the last one is the seafood, such as like the shellfish, actually it do contain the cholesterol, but it is unlikely it will raise the blood cholesterol in most people, except those with like the familial hypercholesterolemia. Yeah, and you have any question? Okay, please call our toll-free helpline at 1-800-88 and 1000. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I hope to see you again soon in our next section of the Cancer Nutrition Mythbuster. And I'm Michelle. I'm dietitian from National Cancer Society Malaysia. Thank you and good night.